In a world where notifications demand our attention more urgently than our thoughts, and restlessness feels more natural than stillness, there exists a quiet revolution, happening not on social media feeds, but in the silence of ancient monasteries. Today we step into that silence, because if there's one group that has mastered the art of discipline, not through pressure, but through purpose, it's the Buddhist monks. Let's explore the daily habits of these disciplined seekers and what they can teach us about living with intention, even amidst the chaos of modern life. Before the world awakens, monks are already in motion, rising as early as 4 a.m., not because they are forced to, but because the day's clarity begins in its quietest hour. This is not just a habit, it's a spiritual act. By rising early, monks align their biology with nature, entering a state of mental readiness long before the mind gets polluted by distraction. For us, waking up early doesn't need to be extreme. Even 15 minutes of intentional silence before the world wakes up can plant the seeds of discipline. What separates the monk from the average person is not the absence of tasks, but the presence of intention behind each one. Every act, from eating to walking to cleaning, is performed mindfully, as if the entire universe is contained in that moment. This teaches a profound truth. Discipline isn't about doing more. It's about doing better, with full awareness. Try this. Next time you eat, put away the phone. Focus on the texture, the taste, the temperature. Make every routine a ritual, and discipline will stop feeling like a punishment and start becoming a practice. Discipline isn't about constant motion. In fact, monks find their strength in stillness, through hours of meditation that train the mind not to wander, but to watch. This isn't escape, it's training. Because in a world addicted to urgency, the ability to be still, to observe without reacting, to respond rather than resist, is the ultimate form of discipline. You don't need to meditate for hours. Start with 5 minutes of conscious breathing each morning. Watch your thoughts. Don't follow them. That's where control begins. True discipline isn't self-centered. Monks begin their day by serving others, offering food, helping elders, supporting the community. This cultivates humility and teaches a critical lesson. Discipline without compassion becomes rigidity, but discipline in the service of others becomes wisdom. Ask yourself, where can your discipline uplift someone else? Even a small act of kindness, done consistently, reshapes the soul. The disciplined life isn't about rules. It's about rhythm. Not control, but consciousness. You don't need to renounce the world to adopt the monk's mindset. You just need to choose. Silence over noise. Meaning over habit. Presence over reaction. Because the path to inner peace doesn't begin in a monastery. It begins in the minute you decide to be deliberate. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more timeless wisdom, rooted in ancient truths and modern psychology. And remember, discipline is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming fully you, without distraction